Come, come, whoever you are welcome here. No matter your age, your size, the color of your eyes, no matter how you came here, you are welcome here. If you came alone or with others, you're welcome here. No matter whom you love or how you speak or whatever your abilities, you are welcome here. Whether you come with laughter in your heart or tears in your eyes, you are welcome here. If you come with an open heart, an open mind, a loving heart, and willing hands, then you are indeed welcome here. Welcome to the First Unitarian Universalist Church of New Orleans. In this, our 193rd year of liberal faith, self-discovery, and commitment to serving our community and our world. I am Beverly Rainbolt. My pronouns are she, her, and y'all. And I'm especially glad that you are here today for what is our last walk on our beloved Labyrinth. Probably our penultimate worship service in this sanctuary and our penultimate Sunday with our extremely beloved pianist, Jane Jensen. Change is scary and sometimes it's sad. Thank you for being here as we walk our path forward this morning. If you're a visitor, we invite you to raise your hand so that we can greet you. Do we have any? We do have a visitor, yes. This morning, our DRE, Katie, and I will walk you through the service. Katie has already been our guest musician for the morning, and for the Labyrinth Walk, we'll have the opportunity to hear Jane play more than usual on a Sunday morning, which is right and fitting.
Please rise and body your spirit as we read our call to awareness and amends, which can be found in the back cover of your gray hymnal. I will read the regular font and invite you to respond in the italicized font. We gather today at a crossroads. The place of many tongues. But we are newcomers to this land. Know that we gather the spoils of colonialism and broken treaties. Acknowledging this history is just the first step. We must set ourselves to task of repair. Where we have harmed, we seek to heal. Where we have taken, we seek to give. Where we have disparaged, we seek to honor. Just as the flame of our chalice lights our way to beloved community, we add life-giving water to earth. Only when we strive to make amends. Please remain standing and join me in reading the chalice lighting, which is in your order of worship. Letting Go by Jay Wolin. Are we a people of holding on or of letting go? Holding on to rigid ideas, or letting go and opening our minds and hearts to something new? Holding on to certainty of how things should be, or letting go and living with uncertainty of new ways of being in the world? Holding on to what makes us comfortable, or letting go so we can grow, which can be uncomfortable? Holding on to what makes us safe, or letting go to make room to help others feel safe? With this flame, this symbol of our religion, let it be a symbol of burning up the ties that hold us back from being our true self and reaching our true potential. Let it be a symbol of lighting a new way for us into a better tomorrow. And let it be a symbol of letting go, because holding on too long and too tightly is never good for the soul.
And please remain as you are and join us in singing hymn 1011 in your teal hymnal, Return Again. We'll sing it through 2.5 times.
return to the home of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the home of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return again, return again, return to home of your soul and reborn again. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, your soul and reborn again. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, your soul and reborn again. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to the home of your soul and reborn again. Return again, return again, return to the home of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the home of your soul.
Please be seated. Before Katrina and the failure of the federal levees, the floor of this sanctuary was carpeted at the front and the aisles, while the floor under the pews, yes, pews, was tile. All of this had to be removed. In the aftermath, a contractor named Paul Eisman, who was a member of a Brooklyn UU, was one of the many volunteers who came to New Orleans to help. His talent and gift was securing materials. He obtained a load of ceramic tiles left over from a new large commercial constructions in New York and found a trucking company to haul them to New Orleans. Many homes were the recipients of this generosity, as was First Church. FUNO member Marcy Brennan, a welder by trade, saw this as an opportunity and took it. She had never laid tile before. She taught herself to lay tile. She created a design, and she laid the tile, counting the tiles over and over again to make sure there would be enough for what she wanted to do. Because remember, these were leftovers from years before in New York. There was no calling for extra tile. Looking at the floor, we realize the complexity of Marcy's work. She describes it as a combination of 7-circuit charters design, or chartre, and another design featuring the heart space that she admired. The 7-circuit chartres refers to a form used in medieval churches, such as the cathedral in Chartres, France. It is a testament to Marcy's artistry that she developed her own circuitry utilizing the materials that she had on hand. And some of you may remember coming to worship service on Sunday morning as Marcy lay on the floor in the back, laying the tile. She also was aware of the aisles that had previously been in the church and the need to meet fire code standards. So she used color-coded tiles to signify those. And finally, she included a beautiful fleur-de-lis cut from the tiles, and she signed her work near the beginning of the path's entrance. You'll want to notice that as you came in, then there's a photo on the order of worship. We're also blessed to have several other examples of Marcy's artistry, including the metal chalice that you see on the altar, where she used her welding skills, and the welcoming congregation sculpture that is on the pulpit. Unlike the Labyrinth, we'll take those with us and share them in our new home. While walking the Labyrinth this morning, please be mindful of those ahead and behind of you. If you tend to walk the Labyrinth quickly, please be among the first to enter. And if you are one who walks the Labyrinth slowly, it might be better for you to wait toward the last. Once you reach the center of the Labyrinth, feel free to linger for as long as you desire. When you're ready to exit the Labyrinth, you can simply walk out. Do not retrace your steps going backwards. And then return to your seat and be mindful of those still on the path. The beauty of walking the Labyrinth is that we each walk it alone, and yet we are all walking it together. Blessed be.
Invite us into a time of meditation and grounding as we prepare to walk our last walk. I invite you to close your eyes if it's comfortable, or have a gentle gaze in front of you. Beginning with a few slow and deep breaths. Allowing the breath to release any tension from the body, distractions from the mind. Allowing the breath to steady the heart. Finding a moment of stillness, peace, and presence here. I'm going to read a blessing by John O'Donohue as the meditation that you can use for inspiration for your walk. Following the blessing, we'll have a brief moment of silence, and we will open the silence by singing Voice Still and Small 3 times. If you do not know the words, they're in the order, the numbers and the order of worship. If you do know the words, you are welcome to begin walking the labyrinth while we are singing this soulful hymn. A Blessing for a New Beginning by John O'Donohue. In out-of-the-way places of the heart, where your thoughts never think to wander, this beginning has been quietly forming, waiting until you were ready to emerge. For a long time, it has watched your desire, feeling the emptiness growing inside you, noticing how you willed yourself on, still unable to leave what you had outgrown. It watched you play with the seduction of safety and the gray promises that sameness whispered. Heard the waves of turmoil rise and relent, wondered, would you always live like this? Then the delight, when your courage kindled and out you stepped onto new ground, your eyes young again with the energy and dream, a path of plenitude opening before you. Though your destination is not yet clear, you can trust the promise of this opening. Unfurl yourself into the grace of beginning that is at one with your soul's desire. Awaken your spirit to adventure. Hold nothing back. Learn to find ease in risk. Soon, you will be home in a new rhythm, for your soul senses the world that awaits you. Blessed be.
I still am small, deep inside all, I hear you call, singing in dark and rain, sorrow and pain.
the last walk should last forever. Generosity is a spiritual discipline. We can now practice our act of giving either by placing your offering in the collection plate or by texting to the number in your order of worship or following the QR code. Gifts to this community are gratefully received. Let us acknowledge these gifts by reading together the words in your order of service. This gift from the abundance of my life blesses me, our ministries, and the world. Giving in the offering plate and pledging are part of how we steward this congregation. There are countless other ways to serve, build community, and share our love with the rest of the city and the world. Here are a few opportunities coming up. This afternoon, join Linda and Jean at the back table, wherever the back is today, during coffee to contact your city council member if you're in New Orleans about declaring a ceasefire in Gaza. Next Sunday, hopefully you've all heard by now that the plans for the caravan are on hold temporarily, and instead next Sunday we will kick off Pride Month with a Pride-themed service brought to you by our own Barrett Smith and Tucker Barker. I know you will want to be here for that, caravan or not. And watch for follow-up details about the wandering caravan. After the service today, there's a lot going on. You can walk through the fellowship hall and either take something that needs, so the movers don't have to, or if you see something that you think would be perfect for an organization you work with or a family in need, let either Ann or me know, and we can make those arrangements. And also Brad Ott said anybody that takes anything big, he will deliver it if you take it today. Yes. Also, we planned a lunch afterwards so that we can gather together, and storytelling. I don't, some of us were here all day yesterday, so I don't know how many people are going to stay. We just had a handful the first time of storytelling. It was really wonderful. We are also not sure where we're going to set up because at 12:30, our baby grand piano leaves. So you may want to stay and lay hands on the baby grand and cry with Jane, because I promise you there will be tears. Jane has done a beautiful job of finding homes for all of our pianos. This one is going to St. Paul's UCC, which many of you may have toured when we were looking for a new home, and they were in need of one. So that's where it's going. So for those of you who want to have lunch together, Jafia would like for us to have it together, and she would also like some help in setting tables up. With all of that, because we are community, we extinguish this flame. Would you read with me, please, our traditional extinguishing of the chalice? We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
And please rise and body your spirit for our closing hymn, number 414 in your gray hymnal, As We Leave This Friendly Place. We'll sing it through twice.
As we leave this friendly place, love give light to every face. May the kindness which we learn light our hearts till we return. As we leave this friendly place, love give light to every face. May the kindness which we learn light our hearts till we return.
One of the gifts from Reverend Paul was he had, I think he used these words to lead into meditation often, but they also make a beautiful benediction, and they certainly make a beautiful benediction for today. This church is a place in our hearts and a way we live our lives. Wherever and however we gather, we bring and share the spirit of love and life. Let us invite that spirit to fill us now as we enter into our path forward. Blessed be. Turn and greet your neighbors.
I know what you're doing it for longer.
Also, feel free to come sing with Jane. The penultimate postlude.